Are you sure this is the right way? Olivia Carter's voice cut through the quiet hum of the boardroom, calm, yet unmistakably firm. Ethan Caldwell, CEO of Caldwell Industries, looked up from the pile of contracts in front of him, eyebrows arched, lips pressed into a thin line. The room seemed to shrink around them. People shuffled uncomfortably in their seats, papers rustling, chairs squeaking against the polished oak floor. Olivia's black uniform contrasted sharply with her pale skin, her blonde hair pulled back in a tight ponytail, eyes steady, observing every movement of the man whose name carried weight across the entire financial district. Ethan leaned back slightly, feigning patience, yet there was a flicker of curiosity in his gray eyes. The deal on the table was worth millions, an intricate web of acquisitions and partnerships, and everyone had assumed it would proceed without interference. Olivia didn't move her hand, didn't raise her voice. She simply stepped a fraction closer, placing herself between the CEO and the legal assistant about to hand him a miscalculated report. This clause could void the contract if signed as is, she said quietly, pointing at the line in the fine print. A hush fell. Ethan's jaw tightened. "Excuse me," he said, tone clipped, but the sharpness couldn't mask a hint of intrigue. "I've cross-checked the numbers. The liability exposure is significant. You might want to reconsider before signing." Silence. Olivia's calm gaze met his, unwavering. The assistant shifted, glancing nervously at Ethan, who leaned forward, fingers drumming on the polished table. "And who are you to interfere?" he asked, a challenge hidden beneath a composed exterior. Olivia tilted her head slightly, lips curving into the smallest hint of a smile. "Just someone who's been watching carefully," she said, her voice low, precise, carrying authority she had never been granted by title alone. The room felt suspended, every breath, every heartbeat amplified. Ethan's mind raced, calculating. He had underestimated her. The subtle command in her posture, the quiet confidence, the way she held herself as if she owned no space yet controlled it all, unsettled him in ways no financial model ever could. He studied the report, then her, then the figures again. Something clicked. Recognition, respect, a flicker of humility he rarely allowed himself. The other executives exchanged glances, murmuring softly, awareness dawning that the waitress, Olivia, was not just serving coffee and plates. She was orchestrating clarity, enforcing precision, demanding attention through intellect alone. Ethan's fingers paused over the pen, the weight of his authority momentarily softened. Olivia didn't smile, didn't gesture triumphantly. She simply stood there, poised, her eyes unwavering, silently conveying that she would not be ignored. The tension in the room shifted imperceptibly. What had started as a routine contract signing had become a lesson in perception, a reminder that judgment based on appearances could be disastrously misleading. And as Olivia straightened the stack of papers on the table, the faintest spark of acknowledgement passed between them. Ethan Caldwell, for the first time in years, felt a cautious respect, an awareness that some power did not come from title or wealth, but from quiet intelligence and unyielding composure. The room remained still, every gaze fixed, waiting, as if time itself had paused to recognize the subtle victory unfolding in silence.